Jamie, one of the most notorious figures, I would say, in the Old Testament is David's son, Absalom. Now, we talked about him earlier. This is a very significant place where it comes to Absalom, right? Right here in the Kidron Valley.
Yes, we are. We are right outside or looking at Absalom's pillar. Traditionally the place, the spot where Absalom, son of David, was buried. 2 Samuel, chapter 18, this is what we read. During his lifetime, Absalom had taken a pillar and erected it in the king's valley as a monument to himself. For he thought, I have no son to carry on the memory of my name. He named the pillar after himself, and it is called Absalom's monument to this day. So we're in the King's Valley. We're in the King's Valley because it's right outside Jerusalem. Where would the king have his gardens? Naturally in the valley where we have water flowing down and from. Not far away from us, we have the Gihon spring, which waters all the crops around us. And the king could have watered his gardens as well. That is why the Kidron Valley, also known as Valley of Jehoshaphat, also known as King's Valley, when pilgrims come into Jerusalem and see this magnificent,
it's quite a
well-built
yeah.
monument over here, automatically they will connect it to Absalom.
It must be Absalom's pillar, as the Bible says.
Is it? Question mark.
Yeah, question mark, yeah.
What this is called, it's called a nephesh. Nephesh means a stone. Nephesh means a monument. So you have the monument and the tomb. But the tomb of this monument is actually not to the left. It's actually inside this tomb. So one person would have been buried inside that. One person had to be a very important figure to be buried in this beautiful monument carved into the rock, as we can still see the chisel marks on both sides. And the rest of his family would have been buried in those chambers we can see to our left over here.
Man, it is quite a structure. Someone clearly important is buried here, Jamie. Was it Absalom? Who knows?
So we do know, or we can assume we know the answer. This style was seen in Jerusalem 2,000 years ago. Therefore, whoever is buried over here was walking around Jerusalem 2,000 years ago. If we go back to the Herodian and Ehud Netzer's discoveries, when we try to compare King Herod's tomb to this tomb, they are very, very similar. You can get confused thinking that this was the tomb of Herod found in the Herodian, which was reconstructed. So, one of your friends that you've interviewed before on your show, Dr. Gabi Barkai,
of course,
comes over here. Part of his deep research is to examine all the tombs around Jerusalem. And when he examines these findings together with Ehud Netzer's findings in the Herodian, matching this style into King Herod's style, he will determine that the person who is buried over here is actually King Herod's grandson, Agrippa, or Agrippas.
Wow.
So, who's buried here?
Herod Agrippas?
No, Absalom. I'll tell you why. Because if for thousands of years people came here to this spot telling their children that Absalom is buried over here, tossing rocks on the monument, it's Absalom's tomb.
It's Absalom's tomb.
No, it's not. It's okay, you get the idea. The idea in Jerusalem, many traditions, many practices, many ideas. You want to find the objective truth that has been researched by scholars, okay. But if you want to know the traditions that had a profound impact on many comers to this city, this is one of the great stories ever told here in Jerusalem.
So, Jamie, we have just solved for everyone at home the mystery of Absalom's tomb and Absalom's pillar. But there's another tomb and another mystery right next door, right?
Right next door. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's check it out.